have lost the die roll. They have our opponent is more than the 6, and we get this hand. We're banking pretty heavily on Brainstorm to rescue this hand from the coils of mediocrity, but we have 2 lands, both in fetch lands, Brainstorm, so we're gonna keep. If we get discarded, if this Brainstorm leaves our hand, we're in not a great spot. So our opponent keeps 6 and scries to the top. Alright, well, let's hope it's not Eldrazi. It's not. It's 4-color Loam, I'm guessing, because of the bad lands in the Mox Diamond. So what are they up to? Chalice and 1? That's also... okay, thank God, not Chalice and 1. So we have the choice to just play out the Scalding Tarn to, on the next turn, fetch Basic Island and Brainstorm, or we can therapy them and then Green Sun Zenith, because if they had Chalice, they would have played it. And Green Sun is the only other thing that really nails us, but I think we're not going to do that. And Green Sun would be Green Sun for Gadokteeg, which would just stop us cold in our tracks. But I don't think they will hasten to play that out even if they had it. I mean, it's not that obvious of a must play. They could just as easily save their Green Sun and go for a Knight of the Reliquary, or even with 2 mana or X equals 2, they could go for Scavengers instead. But we'll see. This isn't like a fantastic matchup, but it's not terrible either. Okay, Liliana. Well, I mean, Liliana's going to resolve. Question is, what do we discard when they tick it up? If we discard Past in Flames, which is like an obvious thing to discard here out of our hand, as it has flashback, we give up immediately that we're on Storm, meaning that if they do have Green Sun Zenith, they will hasten to grab Gadokteeg. Could exile the Underground Sea. Because we're going to be operating fine on the lands here. It's tough. Like, the ideal thing would be to get rid of one of these bricks here. Ideally the Past in Flames, but that with Dark Confidant, I'm too worried that they'll run into like Past or like Green Sun Zenith. We're going to do it and bank on Brainstorm being great for us. Come on, draw step. Well, that's not what we wanted. We wanted like any of lines that I'm in Dark Ritual or Infernal Tutor. So Brainstorm has to be pretty good. It's nice that we got Probe. We can get rid of this one fetch land here. Oh, actually, no, maybe not. Maybe we want to get rid of the Underground Sea. And probably the Empty the ones. So we got rid of the Underground Sea because we want to fetch Swamp now, but we also want to be able to get a red source for the Past in Flames next turn. And also we have a Brainstorm here, so a second fetch land is pretty nice. We're going to get the Swamp, we're going to Probe, and basically, wow, that's not good. But basically we're just going to hope they don't find like Green Sun Zenith in the top 2 cards of their library. So I guess we therapy their Abrupt Decay. There's a world where we hit 2 Lion's Eye Diamonds where Abrupt Decay might matter, and also it like I'm not really sure if there's any way they can draw something. Oh, Aggro Quarry. Okay, so they're at 16. Let's just hope the second one wasn't green Zenith. Chalice for 0. Well, that's better for us than Chalice for 1, as things stand, but it could be a problem. So we're going to discard a land, even though, like, discarding tendrils is also a thing. And they're going to be us down at 12. So if we can just hit some rituals. Well, probe is good too, because we're building up to a natural tendrils kill this turn. By natural, I mean like... Okay, Grim Tutor is not bad, I guess. We get another Dark Ritual, that's perfect. I think we prefer the Dark Petition here. So we want this to fetch something that makes red mana. And we're going to play these. Play Dark Petition, get a Cabal Ritual. Okay, they concede. So we're going to Cabal Ritual up to 6 black, 1 red, flashback past flames, we have tendrils, so we would have won. Sounds pretty neat. I guess we want the ill-gotten gains here, right? We want we want 1 Massacre for sure. The thing is they have Galactique, which is a problem, because we can't cast Massacre through Galactique. So let's do like this. So we have a Massacre, an Abrupt Decay, and a Chain of Vapor. They're going to be bringing in all sorts of white hate bears like Thalia and Cannons probably, so like maybe having the second Massacre is not too bad. I do detest that 1 green Zenith shuts them off, so maybe not. So we're going to cut a Past in Flames. They are unlikely, if not to say it's impossible that they are going to be running Rest in Peace, so Dark Petition is decent. We'll cut a Duress in a Cabal Therapy. Like, if this was Death and Taxes, I'd cut both Duresses instead of a Cabal Therapy, just because all of their stuff is creature based, but this deck has like a pretty big reliance on Green Sun Zenith. Maybe we don't need both of these tutors. Yeah, I might just cut the Dark Petition actually. Also, maybe the Chain of Vapor is better being a second Abrupt Decay because they're running Chalice for 1. Oh, that's like one of the big openers. Though we only have 1 green dual in our deck, so up against the Loam Wasteland deck. But yeah, we're gonna try this. See how we go. So I haven't played Storm in a little while, so if I end up botching it, yeah, then maybe that's why. Alright, so they mulligan the 6. We have a hand here that is a little bit slow. We need to be able to brainstorm some of these lands away. We have 4 lands. That means we need to ideally get a second turn. We're on the draw. We're also insanely vulnerable to turn 1 Chalice. Turn 1 Chalice basically makes this a mulligan to 4 lands. But they mulligan to 6, so I'm gonna try and keep this. I think they aren't as likely to get the turn 1 Chalice as like say the Eldrazi deck is, because of all the soul lands in that deck. Okay, then mulligan to 5. they scried to the top, and they kept a ley line hand. And that's fine. We don't have the chain of vapor, so we have no way to bounce that. We played out the island. Maybe we should have played out a delta to go turn on duress for chalice, in case they have that. But yeah, I think that might have been a mistake. Scavenging, sure, that's fine. That's a little bit of a non-bow for us right now, because, or for them, because they have the ley line, so we won't be getting anything into our yard. Probe before we brainstorm. So I think, like, with the ley line here and us having no way to get rid of it, we're kind of looking to win with empty the horns. And as such, having a probe for free storm is kind of nice. We might, like, it might be a bit of a stretch to get to your natural empty here from this vantage point on this turn, so I think I might just save the probe. Do we care about do we want the decay? So, like, we can stand to lose a land here. And, like, they didn't play out a turn 1 chalice. They played out ooze. If they had the chalice, they would have played it over the ooze, I think, so maybe the duress isn't that important. I think, yeah, so we keep the decay in case, like, next turn they dump some permanent we care about. There's a wasteland. So they're going to dome us for 2. So I actually don't hate where we are right now. I feel pretty good about dumping that, what's his face? The Dark Petition over the Grim Tutor now because of the ley line. So Knight of the Reliquary is fine. Let's sack this fetch to get rid of the stuff on top. So the question is now, do we just probe initially to get a card deeper and know what they're up to before we brainstorm and potentially ponder? And there's also a world where we just want to decay their knight. Yeah, I think I like just brainstorming first. So, like, we're getting kind of close to something pretty sweet, but I'm not really sure. Like, if we don't hit when we need to hit, and we put back the decay here, then that's pretty bad. We also just might need the decay. They might be running like Tabernacle, in which case our Goblin's plan is, it's like not very good. So what do we put back aside from the therapy? Again, like, yeah, I don't know. I think the Cabal ritual, actually. So do we just pass here and make them do whatever they want to do with the knight? The risk there is them actually just getting out the Tabernacle. Yeah, I think we're just going to preemptively decay that knight. Pass the turn. They can gain a life, make the ooze go up to 3/3, which won't really matter. We're vulnerable to their draw step. Like, them drawing like a lock piece or a hate bear is going to be super awkward for us. They eat their knight, obviously, and wasteland us. I guess they don't have a lot else. Alright, so we're going to lead off with the probe here. Hope this is the turn. Oops. This is the turn we get them. We double Dark Confidant, sure. Okay, well we can ponder twice off the island and off the pedal. Okay, that's all we needed. Actually, maybe we can get to natural tendrils here. Let's say we probe, that was one. Ponders two. Let's say we draw the Dark Ritual, place Infernal Tutor second from the top, play Pedal, that's 3, Ponder is 4, draw the Tutor, play the second Pedal is 5, Dark Ritual is 6, Ring of Filth 7, LED 8, LED 9, yeah. So I think we just have natural kill here. Oh, hang on, no, they're at 21. Yeah, well, no, we'll have enough mana to tutor into another tutor. Alright, excellent. Yeah, I'm here, yeah, beautiful tutor. Play the Rain of Filth, sack these lands, play a Dark Ritual, play the LEDs, remember to press down controls, sack for black, sack for black. Let's just see how much storm we're at. Storm 10, and they're at 21. So there's no way for them to gain any life. Nope. So we'll just grab tendrils. So get them from 22. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, well, we're off to a good start. Faced a non-blue deck, which I was actually kind of fearing. I've had a bit of a terrible run against the non-blue decks. Life from the Loam decks in particular. So this was nice. So anyways, yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and if you like what you saw, you can subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back for the remaining 4 matches with this Legacy League. Bye-bye.